We have I would call him a viral personality that is coming on the show right now. Okay. Multiple time founder inside of the tech space. I believe we'll have to verify with him. I believe at his first startup, he generated like 30 million page views or something. I mean, he has some inborn viral skills, and now he is the founder and main character behind large language movies and the ever viral X account Silicon Mania, detailing in curious formats what is happening inside of tech. And he's doing something very interesting among us. I'm talking about the one and only Adil Mania. Adil, get in here. Get in here, Adil. Yeah. He is. There he is. Adil, welcome to the show, brother.
The intro. That was so cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Right. Brother, we have seen your videos everywhere, man. Everywhere.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
you know, it reminds me of The Simpsons, and it's like everything that has everything that's happened in tech for the week. I think you have happened upon a format that the internet at large is going to adopt and take here forward.
There is a new episode that just dropped like 5 minutes ago. So go watch
Did it really?
after the show. Yeah, it's just
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll watch after the show.
After the show,
we'll link this segment to that, so we'll watch after the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, Adil, I think that you have a very unique and kind of important thesis underlying everything that you do, which is make tech fun again. Dive into that for us. Why does tech need to be made fun again? Why do we need, more voices and more formats than just founders talking to founders, talking to founders, talking to founders? And why so serious all the time? Why do we need a new kind of media in the tech space at large?
Yeah. So first, I love tech since I was a kid. Like, it's brought me a lot of things that any other industry or sector or whatever has never brought to me, which is you can just make cool shit with tech. And I love that. And you can make, you can move so fast. You can do so many cool things. Awesome. I remember when I was a kid, I was making games and I just enjoyed that. And that's what tech brings. So that's one part of the thesis. The other part is it just makes people's lives easier. And that's why I love consumer products more than B2B AI agent shit. Because they help people to make simple things and have more comfort in life, starting from Uber to Waymos to even the dishwasher. All of that is tech, and we have that right now. Even what we are doing right now, we're having this call on this tool, and it helps us to do it. And that's why I just love tech. The problem we have is that when you see the media and narrative and how we are pushing this tech to people, so it's, let's say, I won't say it's controlled, but the most noisy people are usually people who hate tech for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they're like, okay, this is bad. Yeah, we take your jobs and everything. I think we are just starting this new cycle where so many things will happen, like COVID, some people made so much money thanks to COVID, which is weird, but it works. And that's chaos. In life, you always have chaos. AI is new chaos we are having, and that's cool. So I feel like people should appreciate the moments more than it's coming for us, we are dead. It's not Black Mirror, and I hope we never have the Black Mirror kind of
I hope not either
picture. But I just feel like this moment is one of the best moments ever. And when I see how we are telling the stories and all what's happening outside, it's so basically I see just two things. The first one is as I said, media, I won't say the names, but I think they know themselves and we all know them. And they're this is bad. Founders are bad. They don't know anything. And I mean, I understand them because they have their own criteria of what works and what doesn't. But we are still in the beginning. Compare Cloud Code last year with Cloud Code right now. It's not the same thing at all. And so, and this is something I love, in Silicon Valley, because people here, they don't care about now. They care about what's the progress, the motion, the movements, and that's what we need. We need just to keep making progress. That's all. And we need to keep critiquing everything that's happened. That's okay. That's good also. So that's one part of the media sphere. The other part is here, and what's happening here is usually boring. I'm sorry, but it's boring. boring. I don't watch that. So we need more vibes. And especially if you start comparing what's happening here with what's happening in other industries, like sports, music, Hollywood. They know how to market their stars. Look at LeBron James. You're like, oh, he's like the GOAT.
Yeah.
When you look at Zuckerberg, you're like, oh, he's not the GOAT. We have a problem. We have a marketing problem. And I think that if we do that, we just help people to shape their own opinion. I'm okay. Like if some people love Zuckerberg or hate him, I have my own personal opinion, but that's mine. But I just think that if you see the media right now, everyone's like hating him from the outside. And I think that's wrong. We just need to give the two parts of the stories, and then it's up to you to decide. If you like him, it's good. If you hate him, it's good. Some people like Spider-Man, some people like Venom. It's okay. Both of them are good. So it's up to you. And that's, again, where I feel there is a problem is that we don't sell well what's happening inside. And what will happen with all of this, if we don't change anything, is that we will end up with this stupid civil war between people where some people are like, oh, AI is good and we should make more things with it. And people are like, oh, no, this is scary. I don't want it. And this is bad. If we stop progress, we are dead. Every civilization in the past who stopped progressing is dead. We don't need to die. That's my thesis.
Don't die. Wow. Don't die. That's right. That's right.
Sure. Could you talk a little bit about the actual videos and the workflow? I adamantly am a bit of a nerd when it comes to this. I was a former photographer, videographer. Could you talk about kind of what your weapon of choice is? There's so many tools out there now. Could you talk about that workflow and how you're pushing these out extremely consistently, which is a feat in and of itself as well?
It is. It is.
Yeah. I'm dying. That's the first thing. It's so hard to automate everything. Like even for this one, who was like released, as I said, like just before the show, it took me a lot of time to make it. Because again, like so the problem with AI right now is like, if you want to make high quality stuff, you need the human touch, you need the human crafts on each frame, and it takes time. I haven't seen so many people like doing high quality stuff with AI. There's like three or two people that I know. And when you see what they produced as content, or like as production, whatever, you feel the artist's touch at each moment, at each frame. And that's what makes the difference. Details matters. So to come back to my general workflow, so I used everything, like from clean to Seedance to VO to Nano. I just feel like one of the tricks that works, and I can give it to you for free, is that, so basically a video is like 30 frames or 60 frames. That's a video. So it's just like picture, and you just animate them. So what happens is, if you take the model, like the video model, VO, Kling, whatever you want, and you prompt, and you're like, hey, make me a video about this thing. And you talk about, let's say, LeBron James. Bad results. And you won't have something really good quality. If you say the same prompts, but you add the first frame, like some reference, something, so the model is like, oh, okay, it's like you are, for me, I always treat models like kids. So you just need to be as simple as possible and as stupid as possible when you're talking to them. Like, just make me this and don't change this, as simple as you can. So if you give like a reference image, it's better. So reference image plus prompts is better. The best thing you can do is like give the first frame and the last frame, and then do everything in the middle. And when you do that, usually the quality goes, I think, like 10 times better, just because like you guided the model. Because again, like the models, they are stupid. Like they don't know how to do stuff. You need like to prompt them so well, so they can do crazy stuff. And that's what I'm doing usually with the recaps. Is like on each frame, like on each reference, there's always like on each reference, there's always like some first like frame that I use, and then I'm like, okay, let's try and animate this, and then I make sure that, okay, I have, let's say, 5-6 results, and I decide between the 5 or 6 of them. And this is something that Hollywood, I think, they have been doing for a long time, because even when we see movies, they take at least 5-6 shots of each scene. Like, okay, there is this moment in the movie, and let's do it like 5 times. And then the director will be like, okay, I prefer this one than this one. I'm doing the same thing. It's just difference is like, he has the sets with Netflix. I'm in front of my computer. It's the same thing. So, and again, like this is where I think it's hard. That's why I don't believe like in the autonomous AI content creation system, which is like you just give AI anything and it will work out and you have the best results. I'm not sure. But if you use AI, so it gives you like so many outputs, and you decide yourself, because you're the artist, of, okay, this is good, this is bad, this is where you get high quality productions. And that's why people love the recaps, and that's what I'm happy with right now.
Well, I think the results speak for themselves, Adil. In terms of AI generated content, how many views that they get, et cetera, in whatever niche. I know there's a lot, especially in e-commerce, there's a lot of content around like, hey, set up this system, it'll make 500 ads for you for you today, and then you'll make $100,000 tomorrow. There's a lot of content around that. But in terms of just actually making AI content that people love and gets tons of views, I mean, you seem to be at the forefront of it, and one of the few people who actually uses it in the sense of, and in the way an artist would, as in like, hey, this is my tool. Human craft is involved at every stage, and it seems like the tech audience eats it up as a result. I think that your thesis and the kind of undergirding of all of this with, hey, we need to bring more fun, more entertainment, edutainment to what is happening inside of our space. I'm a big believer in this. We are trying to do the same thing in a way, in a different form. These videos have gone so well, but this is not all that you're doing. I know that you guys had a show that was rolling out here as of late, but I think there were some technicalities that were difficult to execute with us. Tell us about this.
Yeah, it's funny because like it was supposed to be like it's the first tech late night show, like like Jimmy Fallon vibes, but and tech didn't work out for once. Even though like we made sure everything was working perfectly before, and then I don't know why, like 30 minutes before, everything was like no. But it happens. Like that's sometimes destiny. Like sometimes stuff you can just control. So so the late night show, as I said, like for me, the vision with Silicon Mania. So I have two things. The last one, but I will keep it secret for now. I will share it maybe later. And the next, for me, like in the next 5 years, the main idea is like to make it as NBC for tech. So like we have so many productions. That's why I don't want to be a content creator myself. And you don't see my face on the media. You can see me a lot because I'm taking the lead right now. But we are having, and we will have many more hosts for the next weeks and days, because like that's what's a broadcast or network channel. That's how they work. Like they have so many hosts, so many productions, and so we'd love to do the same. And why? Because it will just help us to get to so many audiences with different tastes. Because like some people, like I remember when I was watching TV when I was a kid, like I was watching specific programs, my mom was watching other programs, but both of us on the same channel, and I think we can do the same. And that's what I'm trying to offer with Silicon Mania. So different vibes all around tech, all positive. I think we'll have some like sad stuff because that's entertainment also, but we'll keep like being as cool, as positive as we can. So, and to make it simple, so as I said, like the recaps are the first one we've been doing. The Silicon Mania show, that's the second one. And the idea is like to make it weekly if we can. It's so hard because like that's like the hardcore mode, because like we are bringing a GOAT guest because like it's an hour and a half. Then we're bringing him to SF. Then we are still known for now. Like I think in maybe some weeks we will be like more known, and then we can get guests, especially like famous guests, so easier. So it's still complicated. Then it's like 1 hour and a half. Then it's interactive, it's live. So for everyone who has a company with some problems right now, I'm not sure it's a good idea. like there's interaction, and I know how much their PR team will be like, but I've been doing all of this before in France, and this was working perfectly. I brought like so many famous guests in France, and even with interaction with live streams, we never had a problem because like I think that's also your job as a host, like to make sure that everything works well, even though like some people might spam the chat with some shitty comments. But that's okay. That's okay. Skip that. You ignore that, and you keep the vibes high for the show. And I said, like for me, my idea with the show is like to offer two things, and that's what I love with the night shows. Like they are like they are made to make the character, the guests, looks as wow as possible, and especially as human as possible. And that's what I like about them. Like when I watch them, I'm like, oh, okay, I discovered like let's say Noah Schnapp as Noah Schnapp, not as the Stranger Things actor. Okay, we know that. Like I already saw your production, but now I want to know who are you as a person. And that's where I feel like Jimmy is so good. And even like Connor and all of those who made night shows before, they were all about, okay, the guest as himself or herself. And I really like that. So that's what I'm trying to bring back. And I think if you ask Sebastian, like the founder of Waymo, who was the first guest we've had, he enjoyed it, and it was so human for him. Like for example, some things that we've done is that, so I brought him a video that was recorded before from his own kid, and he was saying to him like so many cool stuff, and he started crying on stage. And that's the kind of human touch I'm trying to bring in tech, because like, okay, everyone knows Waymo, everyone knows the product, but who is Sebastian? Like, why? And like, and everything about him as a character, I think that's what I care about, and that's where I feel like the night show can be interesting. So that's one thing I'm trying to go for. The other thing is interaction, because I feel like the problem with podcasts usually is that you prepare the questions, you confirm the questions, everything is good. But for the audience, is like, wait, where I can hop in this thing and participate and interact with it. And I've tried this before, and it was so cool because it gives you those simple questions, random questions that even as a host or a journalist, whatever you can call yourself, you will never think of them. Because that's why I love Twitch, because like, again, it gives you like those cool questions. So yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to bring. So like, let's say connect those goats with founders, with everyone who cares about them or not, and give them this 5-star experience. The first one was really, really, really good. The only problem, as I said, we had is like those cameras didn't work out, not the streaming didn't work out. The next one will be fun, the next one will be cool, and we'll solve everything. So we already like solved everything. So for the next one, it should be good. No worries.
I mean,
and then just one last thing. Then we have so many other productions that are coming the next week. I think we have another production that is coming next week. I think people will love it. This is like, so the next one is one of, I've been like on content for a long time. This is my, like the best one I produced ever.
Ooh, wow.
I think people love it. I think people love it. So excited.
Well, I would just say, Adil, I mean, pulling the founder of Waymo for your first show is a pretty good get. I mean, would you agree, Colin?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's unreal. I mean, I could totally see this where you could do this, and I would just say from a from an entertainment standpoint, I think VCs would absolutely love to host all of this stuff, and they have the amazing offices. They could also get you all the founders. I see that's how I would play it if I was in SF. I would basically go to A16Z or whoever and be like, hey, we're going to bring in the best people in the world, and it's going to be attached to your VC company. And then, by the way, this is your pipeline of incredible founders. By the way, this is what we got now. I totally see this just taking off into the right. So this is incredible. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Adil, I think that this is, number one, it's interesting. Number two, I find it especially relevant for e-commerce. E-commerce is unique from tech, but it's also tech adjacent. Everything that we do is it follows what's happening inside of tech. Zuck among us, love him or hate him, he is the GOAT. Among us, because none of us would have a job without Zuck. He's the guy. And the Meta acquisition machine that they have developed as an advertising platform. I think this is especially relevant for e-commerce. And I would also just say, I find it interesting because I have a thesis that on the brand side, for everybody inside of e-commerce who are developing consumer brands, we've talked about this a lot, that there is a bet to be made on, number one, becoming a media company. Even though you're selling widgets, there's a big bet to be made on producing your own content in-house. Number two, IRL and live. We've talked about, this kind of coined theme of being a Truman Show brand, who people can access you because you're live. What's going on inside your warehouse? What meetings are being had in your team? What products you're developing, etc. I think there's a lot of elements about what you're doing that transfer over and can be appropriated for e-commerce in general, but also brands in our space who want to become more visible and be endeared to their audience and sell more.
I think for me, like, all the thesis is about caring about people, caring about customers. That's all. Like the more you care about them, the more it works. And that's what media is all about. Like you create content, or like you make whatever, like newspaper, whatever you want, or newsletter, and it's all about the people at the end. Like if the audience likes it or not. And for me, it's the same. Like if I have a brand and I want it like to work right now, I think like I want to go like from top to the bottom, but the opposite. Like I will start with the people. Like, okay, who is the audience? Like who are those customers? What do they care about? Okay, maybe they care about, let's say, I don't know, like I think for me one of the best examples is like maybe Cluely with all their content on Instagram and TikTok. Like they've made this media kind of production, which is like The Office, but their vibes, and it brings them like so many attention, so many people who care about what they're doing, and then they discover. And that's for me the best free promotion you can do for your brand, and it costs way less than ads. So
that's right. That's right.
And that's where, okay, I feel like there is still something. And at the same time, I know how much like media creation is harder than ads. Ads are so simple to make. Like you can just go make some great ads. And like the top 1% ads are so hard to make, but the rest, they're easy. And so, but I just think like from the thing with media is like people become addicted. And that's where it's interesting. Like when they, again, where it's all about emotions. So when they watch what you're doing and they're like, oh, okay, this is cool, I like it, and you convert them later, it's easier than, hey, we're selling this, take it or not. So this is like just transactional. People like, they love when you are like, hey, I'm here for you, I made this for you, look at this production. And then this, and it's funny because like when you see TV at the end, it's the same thing, it's just generic. It's like TV, it's all about, they make productions and they connect ads to productions, that's all. But it's not the same ads for the same productions. Like what if you can own this, both of them yourself, which is you have the distribution at the same time you have the production. And I think it's coming. I've seen so many brands like trying to do this and it works so well. So yeah, so excited for what's next. I just for me, I just think that the less we automate, the more it's better. So like we need to automate some stuff, but like when it's relevant. When it's not relevant, stop spamming people. That's all. Spam is bad.
Well, Adil, man, we appreciate you making the time. As soon as we're off the live stream, I'm going to watch that show, brother. And we're going to be tuning in to the late night show as well. And
the next production, I think you will love it. The next one is really,
I mean, can you give us any details on that? Can you sprinkle anything there yet, Adil?
I can just say one word and that's all. I can talk about sharks.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. Well, man, we're going to be following along. We appreciate you coming on the show. We look forward to having you back, brother. Thank you.
Thank you for the invite. Thank you.